Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak, and this is the video feature race of the week. In this week's Kentucky Derby Contenders video, we're going to recap the Bluegrass Stakes and Arkansas Derby, and then we're going to take a look at some of the other doings with some Kentucky Derby contenders. In that Bluegrass Stakes, Dullahan ended up catching Hansen. Hansen went right out to the front from post 4. He relaxed so nicely from an outer post in the Gotham Stakes, but now he drew back down towards the inside in the Bluegrass, and he was his aggressive self again, going straight out to the front. He ran a good race, he just wasn't able to hold off Dullahan. Dullahan loves Keeneland. He's actually 2 for 2. Now, both of those were grade 1 wins at Keeneland. Dullahan 0 for 3 on the Churchill Downs main track, and he hasn't won anywhere else but Keeneland. So I think he's just a Keeneland specialist. He ran his race there, and he was able to run down Hansen. Now Hansen in the Kentucky Derby, he could be in trouble. I never thought this horse was a 10 furlong horse. And then he could be in trouble from a pace perspective. You have Bodemeister, who I'm going to talk about in a minute. I'll have another, and Take Charge Indy. Some quality horses, graded winners. They're all going to be vying for the lead, or at least up close early. That should make for a nice honest pace on the first Saturday in May. Now we jump over to the Arkansas Derby. Bodemeister was outstanding. He got a 108 Beyer speed figure. It was originally 105. They upgraded it to a 108. And he just dominated that race throughout. He went right out to the front from post 11. He just increased his advantage throughout. He demolished his stablemate Secret Circle and grade 3 Delta Jackpot winner Sabercat. They were your second and third place finishers, but Bodemeister was outstanding that day. He only has 4 career starts, and he has no races as a 2-year-old. It's been a long time since an unraced juvenile has won the Kentucky Derby. From a historical perspective, Curlin seems to be one that was most similar to Bodemeister. In 2007, Curlin won the Arkansas Derby by 10.5 lengths in his 3rd career start, and then he went to Kentucky and he ended up finishing 3rd on the first Saturday in May. We know that Curlin later on was outstanding, and maybe that's going to happen to Bodemeister. Bodemeister might be the most talented horse of his crop, but it's probably going to take him a little while later on into the year maybe to really establish himself as that top horse. I just think they're asking a lot coming back in 3 weeks, facing maybe a tough pace scenario, coming off of a career top to run back to that race in a 20-horse field at Churchill Downs. Let's talk about some of the other Kentucky Derby contenders and what they're up to. Union Rags, he had a recent workout at Palm Meadows, but he's since left Florida. He's now at Keeneland, and he's going to do his Kentucky Derby preparations there. Now Alpha, he came down with an infection, and after the Wood Memorial, he had a few little cuts on his leg, and they had an infection there, and it's getting better now. He's clearing up. But he was originally supposed to travel to Churchill Downs. He was already supposed to be there, but now he's going to do his Kentucky Derby preparations at Belmont Park, and he's supposed to ship to Churchill Downs on April 30th. A Creative Cause had a workout, 5 furlongs and 101.20 at Hollywood Park on April 17th. So all systems go for him. He's in good shape. He has a good running style for the Derby as well. A Gemologist, he's definitely a Derby contender. He's undefeated for trainer Todd Pletcher. Now I like the fact that he had that easy race in his first Derby prep this year, and then in the Wood Memorial he had a nice dog fight and he came out on top. I like his tenacity. He likes to win races. He's got that good tactical speed, and he's definitely a contender on the first Saturday in May. Now Daddy Knows Best is a late running horse that you can look at in the Kentucky Derby. He had a 5 furlong Churchill Downs Bullet on April 16th. Garrett Gomez is going to ride him in the Kentucky Derby because Mike Smith was originally supposed to ride him, but he's going to jump over to Bodemeister. And if you go over to HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com, you can see my latest Kentucky Derby top 10 list, and this video will be there as well. And you can see all of my Kentucky Derby blogs that I have been posting all along the Derby trail there as well. So if you go over to go to HorseRacingNation.com, and you can see all of the top Kentucky Derby contenders. And that'll wrap up this week's video race of the week. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. Good luck at the races.